Understanding IELTS. Test format speaking 11 to 14 minutes. The speaking section assesses your use of spoken English. Every test is recorded. Part 1. The examiner will ask you general questions about yourself and a range of familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, and interests. This part lasts between 4 and 5 minutes. Part 2. You will be given a card which asks you to talk about a particular topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare before speaking for up to 2 minutes. The examiner will then ask 1 or 2 questions on the same topic. Part 3. You will be asked further questions about the topic in Part 2. These will give you the opportunity to discuss more abstract ideas and issues. This part of the test lasts between 4 and 5 minutes. IELTS speaking description. Paper format. The speaking test consists of an oral interview between the test takers and an examiner. All speaking tests are recorded. Timing 11 to 15 or 14 minutes. Task types. There are 3 parts to the test and each part fulfills a specific function in terms of interaction, pattern, task input, and test taker's output. IELTS speaking in detail. A detailed look at the paper with links to related resources. Part 1. Introduction and interview. Task type and format. In this part, the examiner introduces herself and checks the test taker's identity. Then, ask the test takers general questions on some familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, and interest. To ensure consistency, questions are taken from a script. Part 1 lasts for 4 to 5 minutes. Task focus. This part of the test focuses on the ability to communicate opinions and information on everyday topics and common experiences or situations by answering a range of questions. Number of questions variable. IELTS speaking part 2 long term. Task type and format. Part 2 is the individual long term. The examiner gives the test takers a task card which asks the test takers to talk about a particular topic, includes points to cover in their talk, and instructs the test takers to explain one aspect of the topic. Test takers are given 1 minute to prepare their talk and are given a pencil and paper to make notes. The examiner asks the test takers to talk for 1 to 2 minutes, stop the test takers after 2 minutes, and asks 1 or 2 questions on the same topic. Using the points on the task card effectively and making notes during the preparation time will help the test takers think of appropriate things to say, structure their talk, and keep talking for 2 minutes. Part 2 lasts 3 to 4 minutes, including the preparation time. Task focus. This part of the test focuses on the ability to speak at length on a given topic without further prompts from the examiner, using appropriate language and organizing ideas coherently. It is likely that the test takers will need to draw on their own experience to complete the long term. Number of questions variable. Speaking a format. Discussion part 3. Task type and format. In part 3, the examiner and the test takers discuss issues related to the topic. In part 2, in a more general and abstract way, and where appropriate in greater depth, part 3 lasts 4 to 5 minutes. Task focus. This part of the test focuses on the ability to express and justify opinions and analyze, discuss and speculate about issues. Number of questions are variable.